rants do? Rants would burn it all to the ground. Okay, we already burned. Did we? Something doesn't seem right here. This province has already been razed. Who took it? Ah, yes, the Timurids. The Timurids have already razed some provinces. Hopefully just that one, though. Because I still got a lot of razing to do of my own here. Damn, I love burning things to the ground. Alright, so they already raised Basra. That's a pain in the bum. And this one can't be raised anyway because it's already too low. Alright, I see no reason not to core everything. Except you. Oh my, how could I miss you? Actually, I better go through everything, make sure I've raised it, because if I missed one, I could have missed others. Yeah, I'm mostly blind, but that seems to be okay. Not burning you, because my loyal vassal Armenia, I rather think you deserve it. I will grant you... There we go. Happy days. I got their core back. And I could start annexing them soon, but if I do that, I really risk hurting this. Funnily enough, they're no longer a valid target, but we got so much from that. It's not often I'm at 100 power projection. It's leaving me a little low on potential targets. It's not going to be Poland. Timurids are tempting, but I don't want to ruin my relationship with the Golden Horde. Well, Hejaz are probably going to fall soon, and they're not allied with the Mamluks. I need to keep a close eye on their relationship with the Mamluks. Friendly and threatened, so they could yet become allies. Just depends on the Mamluks' feelings about that. Actually, I'm surprised they're not already allied. I should jump on that before they even get the chance to. But there's also Persia here. Persia's got a friend in Iraq. And... okay, no, if I want to deal with this, I should take on Tabaristan. Baghdad... oh, that's just begging to be burnt to the ground, isn't it? I think Baghdad is going to have to burn. Okay, well, before we start gunning down Hejaz, we need to consider the great burning of Baghdad. So, my fort is going to help me here. When Tabaristan come through into this province, they're going to be kind of caught in the black hole that is this fort, so they'll be able to walk around the perimeter of this fort, but they won't be able to break through. So that will be able to keep the Tabaristanis at bay whilst I just crush Baghdad. And Baghdad's going to have to get crushed. Jake, kill the Ottomans. It's coming, but certainly not when they have tech advantage over me. And look, this is me running a deficit. 5-7, that's all I got. I don't believe the lies up there. Where is Sirvan? Sirvan produces the silk, and I want that silk. Oh, but it's trade power. Ah, what's a man to do? Just give me the manpower. With this, I pretty much dominate Persia. It's almost more tempting to collect there. That sounds good enough for me. We'll see if that actually works. I'm pretty sure that upped my trade, but I'm not bothered enough to check. Jake would rants back down against the Ottomans. Rants didn't back down against that fiery guy, and he exploded him to death. And what I'm seeing here is that fiery guy. Especially when my one ally is 2 techs behind him. Tech 6 is pretty good, you know. Military tactics, infantry shock, infantry fire. I don't want them shooting my horses to death. At least not until I get Poland in on this. Common rivals, opinion, but my army and navy strength are stopping being such big deals here. If I erected a navy, that might change things a little. Ugh, money, I just don't have it. And I have a lot of provinces that are going to be wanting to rise up here because they are Shia. Well, among other reasons. I hate to do this, but I should probably just increase autonomy across the board. Is what a loser would say. We're not going to go down that path. Still being told to protect our brethren in Kaban. Incorporating Gizzy would give us a bit of that Diplo reputation back, which is nice, but not perfect enough. Yeah, I can't believe I'm losing so much money. Well, I mean, I can believe it. It is happening here and now. But it's still painful. Okay, Persia already consider us a rival. Might as well tell them that the feeling is mutual. And if I really need some money, I might just have to tear Tabaristan to the ground. And Iraq as well as them. The Iraqi zealots want to rise up. In fact, these lands are all very revolting, aren't they? But I mean, I can take them, right? It's just rebels. I got plenty of manpower to deal with them. I might need a host for it, but yeah, cavalry cost has gone up a tad. Okay, some of these Iraqi provinces that really want to rise up have a tribe or two. Because that lowers unrest. It would increase unrest actually if they were disloyal to me. It's not always the best thing to be doing there. Should I really raise a host though? That's dangerous. But if I don't keep galloping against the enemy, it's all just gonna go Pete Tong. Let's consider the cost of each of these. Yeah, you know what? Live dangerously. Let's just do it. We'll get our host, and we'll even get our free general. Jake, remove forts. To be fair, I don't really need Mosul. But these two, I'm keeping them. This is in mountains, which will grind up a lot of Ottoman time when they come for me. This is in dry lands, which gives me a nice bonus when I attack it. So I am keeping those. I am having my host, though. Raising up in Alania. Strange province to choose, but I'll take it. Guess I'll get you going. I hope Tabaristan won't end up... Oh, they'll probably just get access through through you, which means you could pop out through here and cause me problems. Especially now that I haven't got Mosul down and dealt with. Well, you know what, why don't I just attack anyway? That's what Rance would do. Jake, did I see that right? Cavalry costing different amounts. These cavalry are costing less because they're being raised here. As for these cavalry, 2.4 across the board. It's the infantry that cost half of that. But cavalry cost is being reduced because of my influential tribes. What's going on around here? Okay, let's just get ready for war. It's go time. There we go. 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. Right, Baghdad have really got to die to the point where I'm only going to send in my cavalry. But I can't declare war on you. I've got to declare war on Tabaristan. It's unfortunate that I don't want to make Baghdad a co-belligerent. So I won't be able to take everything, actually. Oh no, no, just separate piece Baghdad, of course. Man, how can I be so stupid sometimes? Ah, there's a downside to this. It's going to prevent my coring. That would mean putting off war for a year. I'm not sure if my budget can allow for that. Yeah, it's only like 12 ducats actually. We can survive on that. I'm sure there's many things about the Cossacks that we have not yet touched on here. other than touching on the fact that I am terrible at managing my diplomats sometimes. We are so close to getting Poland on our side here. But I need a touch more diplo rep, or a better, stronger army. My army strength and diplo reputation help out a wee bit. When I get all my cores done, that'll help a little bit more, but still probably just not enough. What just happened with the rivaling there? Ottomans telling us the feeling is mutual. Come on, my friend. Ottomans are knocking on my door here. It's a shame I don't have an event that'll give me something really good. Grain to Sunni actually is a fantastic thing to go for. Because that wave of devotion... Oh man, grain is a heavy goer. Well, we'll do it anyway. Really starting to think I should focus on military just to keep up to date here. Uzbek and Timurids both dishonouring the call really help us out there. That means Golden Horde is just gunning down Kazan and Crimea. Crimea could be pretty useful for us, actually. At the very least, there's money to be made in this war, and if there's money to be made, I shall be there to make it. We can also... I really do wonder if our good friend is going to give that to us. Let's consider a few things here. For starters, Poland do not have any interest in Crimea, so they won't be averse to us taking it. Golden Horde do, so they probably wouldn't give it to us. That's a shame. They might actually really take offense to us going in for them. But we can try. In any case, of course, we're going to agree to this. I mean, why would we decline? Crimea are boasting only infantry, which is a joke. And we still got a wee while before these are ready. Alright, we'll send the infantry up, because the infantry I could not care less about. Let's go and show them how it's done. Let's also give the infantry the fastest man alive. And I should also pay attention to that new general that I just got. He's got the one in siege. He's got it where it counts, as they say. Jake the Kara separatists are looking pretty angry. It never rains, but it pours, huh? Karas are probably going to want to rise there as well. Okay, this is poor as hell timing for me. And the Karas probably wish to rise up in most... No, just 3. Azerbaijan, Margadel... That's these provinces, right? Get the cavalry over there. Heck, get everyone over there. Vassals, go do my work for me. Too lazy to. Or rather, too Whoa! Point 1, glad I already had my general there. Point 2, glad I was already there in general. Point 3, let's hold off on you for a wee bit. Let's see how things go first. No, we're good. We are better than good. We're not half bad. So pop goes that. But speaking of pop, the Iraqis wish to rise up in a moment. Well, we're just going to have to deal with that. I'm glad I didn't raise autonomy, to be honest. Because that makes this a bit easier for us. Not so happy with the money situation. I can only last out a year or so on this current budget. But at least I don't have to pay for you anymore. I really just wanted to go to war. It's for the economy. Crimea and Kazan are breaking up like nobody's business. At least I'm showing myself to be a nice, trustworthy individual here. If I'm going to have Iraq, I may as well get my claim on Baghdad. Are there any provinces that Golden Horde do not want, Jake? Mine, I guess. My provinces, at least they say, well, they'd be of strategic utility, but everything else is vital interest. Okay, fair enough. Muscovy is their big enemy. Lithuania is a big threat. Nagai is in their culture group. Same for Crimea and the Genoese Crimea. But damn it, unless I'm out there looting, I really feel like I'm wasting away. Monetarily, at least. And I really do not want to have to get rid of any of my advisors. Oh. Oh. You test me, game. You test me. Now I really can't afford much. Gee, what can I afford? Alright, once the Iraqis rise up, which is right now. Oh, nice. They only want to ruin my day in Basra. And I can get there before they finish that off. Just, but I can get there. You're in charge. We are going to be flanked. But at least there's no river crossing. You die now. And this is the little nice thing. 25% extra shock damage applied. Because it's plains, or in this case farmland, on my lovely core territory. That hurt us, but we don't have to pay for reinforcements. So what I'm going to do is chop that right down, so that it actually remains under strength. And then go and pay a little visit to, yeah, over to you. Let's go for it. Interestingly enough, my little paused banner has gone away, but that's no an issue with, I forget the phrasing. But I suppose it can go in my little book. Keep that piety. Ah, yeah, it's happening. Strangely enough, it hasn't happened to me for a long time, but sometimes, yeah, I think it's memory leak or something like that. Good enough reason to restart, though. Let's gain that piety. And we're good to go. Yeah, lack of DDR. That's pretty incredible though, because I have not had that one in all my streaming time. One of the changes is that when you resign, it reloads the game. It helps with some bugs that come up. From a QA standpoint, it's kind of nice, but from the other side, it's like, reloading the game. Well, I had to anyway. Even burning down his own UI, converting it into points. Okay, well, no better reason than to use our continue game function. What do we have here? That's like I said, your mileage may vary on this. You know, we'll cancel out of that anyway. I'm playing on the review copy, which is not quite the final version, and there are some changes that are in it, and that was one of them. The continue game button would show an Iron Man warning, which simply wasn't true. But that is fixed in the release version. How do I know? Well, because if it's not fixed, it's all my fault. No pressure on me there. Ack one-shot Qoyunlu, 1470. Let's get back to it, because the night is young. Gregor, and I don't want to try the next bit, but Gregor Vesper is saying, hey there JK chat, first time to catch you live. It's always pretty heartwarming when I read something like that. So thank you and welcome. Okay, oh, right, that war did not last long. Kazan just gave up there. But due to our invaluable assistance in their war, Golden Horde now owes us favours. I'm going to quickly revoke my claims that I really want Crimean land, just in case it gets between us. Because the Golden Horde are doing pretty good there. Their tech is garbage. Hopefully Muscovy don't come knocking, though. What I really want is Muscovy to get overrun by Novgorod. Novgorod has really clenched them in diplomatically since they've managed to Ally Sweden. Scotland's pretty much a non-issue, but Livonian Order as well. Livonian Order can punch well above their weight, and they're so covered in forts they're a pain to siege down. No Riga could ever deal with them. So how can we spend these favours? Ooh, that's looking pretty good, because we're getting one annually. Must have been allied for a good 10 years now. So I could easily call them into a war that I want to declare. They also lost interest in Crimea. Perhaps they saw that I want it, and thought, let's not get tread on their toes. So with that in mind, yes, this land is mine. And don't you forget it, Golden Horde. It's actually very nice to actually see what the AI is thinking for a change. But that also frees me up to go and murder people and make some money. Two extremely fun pastimes, which you can combine into one. The Ardalans wish to rise up, but only in Sechrizor. I could just increase autonomy here and be done with it. Don't want to, but it seems like it might be a good idea. And the Hassas wish to rise up in Grain. That's a province we're going to convert eventually anyway. Also, what am I doing? My cores are not yet completed. They'll be done in August, so we still have a little bit longer that we can sit on no maintenance and not pay for this fort. We'll be fine, don't worry. Jake, could you talk about the Colonial War checkbox in the War Declaration menu? Why do that before I can declare colonial wars? There we go. You can declare colonial war on enemies that are overseas. If you do, you can call protectorates to help you in the war, but not your allies. But then I don't have any protectorates, so no point there. Jake, can the player owe favors to the AI? Why don't you buzz Wiz with that, since he's the AI guru, shall we say. I always use guru to fall back on. He's always baiting me on Twitter, so I might as well throw some traffic his way. The things I have to put up with for my job. Okay, Timmies are not looking so hot. Not at all. Alright, there's June. May as well start with the spending. Things are about to look very grim on my wallet. I am the Scottish money master. They call me William Wallet. I could bait the Iraqis into my territory to try and get some extra oomph against them. But I'm gonna kill them anyway, I have no doubt. Well, actually, why not? Why the hell not? Have we got all of our cores yet? No, Iraqis still consider Basra theirs. Capital timing though, we got our claim. I'm not sure if Jake's anti-Prussia or not, but is there any hope for a Prussian blue? There is very slim hope for that. Poland, look at me, I have no overextension, would you please be my friend? And they look back and say no. The Ottomans still have the mission to conquer Trebizond. God, that's terrifying. But not as terrifying as almost being out of money. So at the next turn of the month, pop. And if Baghdad don't move very quickly, I'm just going to crush them anyway. Wait, what? Wrong individual. Could invite the Mamluks, but why bother? This is tribal conquest and you're going to die. So what do you do, Baghdad? That is excellent news. Now they are 6, so there's no reason to put in any more than 6, plus 4 for flanking. Led by the greatest, basically. And as soon as they are movement locked on it, in we go to kill them. With a bit of luck, we might even be able to actually look at it for a moment. They instantly activate their fort. There's nothing I can really do about that. It's still going to take 9,000 to deal with. But we may as well loot it with a couple of cavalry while we're at it. So, this battle is going to start on the 15th. Here we go. So, it's something I use quite a bit, and I may as well explain it a chunk. I saw their army. It is 6 wide, and cavalry at this point can flank by up to 2. So I took 6 cavalry to meet their 6 head-on, and then I brought in 4 cavalry to flank from the sides. That way this is as efficient as I can get without cannons. I didn't use infantry, because I don't get a combined arms malice on this, and to be honest, if I was rich enough I would just use all cavalry anyway, because the hit to tactics would not change how deadly that is. Squish. Okay, I don't even think I needed this fort on the go here. Let's go and pay our friends in Tabaristan a visit. We'll just murder them. Nothing more, nothing less. Sorry this question gets spammed a lot, but I've never heard an answer. Are there new provinces? The only new provinces you'll find are in the random new world. But we're not going to spoil that just yet. I am strongly considering going exploration first. Strongly considering, since I got dip to spare, and I kind of want to get out there and see it all. I might even explore it from this direction, since at least I can see a fair chunk here already. Okay, so this is another example of how I'm thinking how to fight this most... Excuse me, cold still lingering a tad there. They are 8 wide, which means if I want to be best I'll have to be 12, but I only have 10. So I'll stick in 2, and all of you, and off we go. Of course, led by the greatest. And that should kill them. Flat out. Unfortunately, I didn't calculate combat width here, which is 11, so one of my cavalry are going to waste. I don't doubt that we're still going to kill them, though. There we go. It's going to take even more to siege up. It's going to take, oh, actually, 9 in total. Let's combine you all together. 666 infantry. Well, you know, why don't we just get rid of you? Because you're costing me money that I frankly don't have. So how do we do this then? 1, 2, 3, and a loose one for you. You are plenty to deal with this. And you guys could help out down there. That actually leaves me a little short, but yeah. You know what Napoleon's short for? Because he has little legs. Ah, but I can still get this siege going if I tell my little crappy vassals to actually come and attach to me for a change. Now, to keep better relations with you, the Golden Horde could end up being a much more valuable ally than I'm giving them credit for, even though they would make an excellent route for expansion. For my expansion, of course. Would you stop pissing about and come help me? Okay, kind of not so good event here. The tribe's estate gained 10 influence. Boom. Doesn't really affect this. I think that's about as powerful as they can get, but they are dangerously close to 80% influence over me. And yeah, as I grow bigger, their influence grows larger regardless, so that's dangerous. What just happened? Okay, that was just my claim finishing, so I may as well start on another. Why claim land you're going to just burn down, says silly people. Okay, seems my vassals are more than happy to just do the dance of useless over there. Well, what you gonna do? Should really get around to absorbing them. It's just the prospect of just maybe getting an alliance with Poland that keeps me going. Zobrapa says, I finally get to see Jake stream live. I have all these feelings I can't explain. What am I even meant to make of something like that? Although, in any case, like I said, this is unreleased content at the moment, and your mileage may vary when it comes out. If you do have any questions, do just ping me in chat, because, well, I'm not going to say I want to hear them, but may as well get them out there. Few people know this expansion better than I do. Few people know how to risk the life of their amazing heir better than I do. I should not have left you there unguarded. But I also know that the people of Grain are about to rise up. There's little I can do about that other than meet them head on. Oh, there's a thought. I have a siege individual. Get on it, lads. You folks. If people in Grain rise up, just going to have to deal with that. Hopefully they don't rise up for the next couple of years, because I want these sieges done. Is Ak-Q's capital really in Persia, or did he move it? Ak-Q's is over here in Ganja.